My daughter's trembling voice still lingers in my mind. Dad, please come home. Grandpa's doing something. 3 hours. That's how long I had been away. Long enough to trust my father with my children. Long enough to forget the instincts that screamed I shouldn't. The road became a blur. Stop signs, red lights, speed limits. None of it mattered. Every second felt like a countdown. I couldn't slow down. When I reached the house, I didn't knock. I kicked the door hard enough to splinter the frame. Inside, my father loomed over my little boy. My 2-year-old, pale and barely breathing, frozen in place. But it wasn't exactly what I had imagined. In his hand, a syringe. My father's eyes shook, glassy and unsteady. "Don't move," he murmured. My chest tightened. Anger flared, primal and dangerous. But then my gaze caught the vial on the table. The label was familiar, medical. Something else was happening. Something darker. He stammered, claiming it was medicine, an old prescription. Coughing, shaking, mumbling. "I was helping," he whispered. Helping? The words sounded hollow. I scooped up my son, checking his pulse. Weak, but there. My daughter froze in the doorway, rigid with terror. "Go to your room," I told her, my voice unrecognizable even to me. 911 answered instantly. Paramedics arrived moments later, hooking my son up to oxygen, warning how close it had been. My father stood silently, unable to meet my gaze. When they left, the questions began to circle in my mind. Why the syringe? Why the locked door? Why did my daughter hear him speaking to someone before screaming? Then I remembered something my mother once said. Your father is a master pretending. Pretending to care. Pretending to protect. Pretending to be human. I began digging. Old hospital files, medical records, prescriptions past incidents. Before retiring, he'd worked in pediatrics. That much I knew. What I didn't know was how his career ended. Complaints, suspensions, quiet settlements, all sealed. The deeper I delved, the worse it became. 2 children under 5 had died in his care. Unexplained complications. I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. Every night, I scoured old home videos for clues. And then I found it. One clip of my daughter as a baby. My father holding her. She was crying, panicked. My wife intervened, smiling awkwardly at the camera. And he, staring directly into the lens, into me, cold, calculating. In the background, a tray, needles, a small bottle, the same label as the vial. It wasn't an accident. It never had been. When I confronted him, I didn't yell. I laid out everything. Photos, documents, video. One piece at a time. He didn't deny it. He only sighed, disappointed. "You don't understand," he murmured. "They were sick. I was saving them from suffering." "Why my son?" I asked. He smiled faintly. "He's special like you were. I just wanted to make sure he didn't grow up broken." I stared at him. Not a man. A sickness. By morning, I had contacted an old hospital colleague. I handed over every file, every piece of evidence. Within a day, authorities quietly came for him. No struggle, no sirens. He didn't ask for me, but I went anyway. In the dim, windowless room where he sat alone, I leaned close to the glass and whispered, not for him to hear. "You've finally saved someone, Dad." "Me?" My son now breathes normally. My daughter sleeps peacefully. The house is quiet again, but it will never feel safe. Sometimes I catch myself in the mirror, wondering what part of I inherited. The calm, the cold logic, the ease of pretending. Perhaps that's the true legacy. But I know this. Real control is in restraint, not power. He thought he was God. I learned to be the judge. At night, I don't dream of what he did. I dream of what I didn't do. That's how a legacy ends. Not with vengeance, but with silence so absolute it becomes justice.